This episode is brought to you by Big Nick Issue 2. Where you can get it is at Comics North if you're in Sudbury, or you can contact them on social media and reserve your copy today.
Pancake. Gentlemen, welcome back to Pod Fiction, the show where we sit down and talk about stuff.
A show that gives more than you really want.
Take it on back to the store. Got too much. You're like that nice guy who like goes to the store and they're like, "Oh, use your change," and like gave me an extra $5, and they're like, "Oh, thanks, man. The manager fired me otherwise."
I've never had that happen to me. That's happened to you?
Yeah, I've had that.
You got an extra $5.
But I didn't give it back. I
assume you wouldn't.
I remember one time I was hanging out with my mom. We went to the library to like do stuff, and we were sitting down, and she was sitting down at like a computer before I got there, and I went down and like sat after. And the second I sat down, I saw like a $20 bill and a $5 bill like tucked into each other. I like scooped up, looked at her, and I was like, "Let's get out of here." She didn't ask any questions. She just got like, "Well, what's wrong?" I'm like, "I just found $25." And she's like, "Oh, cool."
One time, I was walking with Ev, and he found $50.
Oh, that's so
nice. And he
nice.
kept it, and I didn't get any of it.
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Right?
I remember one time, this was when we were going to go sell Alicia's laptop, when she like had a Mac. So she sold it, and we had $70 like on us. I had it in my pocket, and it fell out of my pocket or her pocket somehow. And so we sold the laptop for like $1,500 or something like that, because it was a really good laptop.
Yeah.
So then I went to like find the 70 and it was missing, and I'm like, "Oh, that sucks." And then we were walking home in the rain and we found it. And I'm like, "Oh, nice."
Oh, fuck, that's actually awesome.
That's not bad though. So we're gonna just kind of jam out today. Jam out and talk about some shit. But you know, we're gonna follow our usual formula. Michael, how was your week?
My week was pretty good. Cut.
We're done.
I don't know, it's been pretty fucking long.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
You've had, since our last podcast, it's been about 2 weeks.
Has it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Has it been?
Has it been 2 weeks? That must be a song. Weezer, maybe?
If it's not, Weezer, contact us. We'll help you co-produce it or whatever. We'll get in on it. Yeah.
I think what the fans want to know is what have we been up to, as in, like, watching movies and games and all that shit.
Have you seen any movies? What have you watched recently?
Literally, all me and Kelsey watch is the OC. We don't watch any fucking, like, anything else. It's just OC when we get home.
What season are you on now?
2. Middle of 2 right now.
Nice.
It's, like, literally, like...
I don't want to wait!
The OC is, like, kind of, like...
Is that show?
No, that's Dawson's Creek, you moron. The OC is, California, here we come, right back where we started from, California, and it's like really high, I can't hit, but, but it's kind of like a really generic show, but it's just got like good actors, so it keeps you like watching it.
Yeah.
They got like good characters, but the problems are always the same. It's like always somebody's lying to somebody, and 2 episodes later, like whatever that lie was gets outed, and it caused like a huge rift. So it's like the first season's like, okay, so spoilers! Only fucking like 15 years late here. So the first season's like it's kind of like the foundation of like the first episode's like him moving to
California.
He's from like the wrong side of the tracks, and he's in jail, but he's kind of like. He's a nice guy, but his family's just, like, always getting him in trouble, and then his family leaves him by himself, so this lawyer ends up adopting him. Okay. And so, like, the lawyer and his family. And so, he meets, like, the girl next door, but she has a big boyfriend, so he's kind of a douche, like, the boyfriend's a douche.
Well, why wouldn't he be?
So they, like, fight all the time, and then it's, like, kind of, like, back and forth with, like, the girl, but she never actually, like, dates him, but there's always, like, issues,
there's, like,
but she's always
chemistry.
around him, and he always, like, sees them together. Then there's, like, Seth, who's, like, one of the best characters in the show. He's, like, the comic relief.
Okay.
So he's, like, the lawyer's son, who becomes friends with Ryan, like, they're the same age. So he starts hanging out with him, and then he likes this girl, but the girl doesn't know who he is, and they start, like, talking.
High school, man.
Exactly.
You're literally describing my high school experience. I was like, minus the whole having a dad part, that's pretty on point.
But it's actually, like, really good, but there's always, like, there's always, like, a weird problem that comes out. And, like, there's, like, the main girl, Marissa, you just fucking hate her. She's just a terrible character. Just, like, a bad person in general.
You're like, how could you even be you? You're an asshole. California. Fuck! Stop playing the song.
But what have you watched lately?
I've watched a few movies. I don't know if I've mentioned it since we've done the last podcast. I watched Scott Pilgrim recently. And
after you read all the books?
Yeah, I read all the books.
Did you wait till you finished all the books to watch the movie? Or?
Oh, yeah. I watched the movie, like, before when it first came out.
Yeah, I remember when it came out. I hated it when it came out.
I was just
like,
confused.
this is really stupid. Yeah, exactly. You don't understand what's going on. And like, but, like, what reality does this movie even take place in, right?
So, well, the thing is, like, it's weird
if you're not familiar with the books, it's a very hard movie to understand.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, in the comics, they're around our age now, like 24-ish, so, like, reading it as an adult makes more sense than when I watched it when I was younger. Like, it didn't really make any sense. Not like they deal with, like, hard-hitting issues, but, like, it's like, that's what being in your mid-20s feels like.
Yeah, exactly.
It's this very
it's
similar.
Like, always, like, feeling like you haven't accomplished too much. Like, you're just sitting on the couch, and it's like, what are you doing? It's like, sitting on the couch.
Yeah, playing Zelda.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. You should be doing something, but you're not.
Yeah.
I've watched that. I've been watching a few comedies. I watched Year One with.
After you brought it up, I watched it. It was actually, I didn't watch all of it, but it was funny.
It's good. And then I watched
Kyle Gass the Eunuch.
Oh,
because balls off.
He's in a little pouch.
Yeah. They give you this little pouch for him.
I watched The Goon.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
And then
this guy's got the stuff.
Then I watched 21 Jump Street, the first one of the two.
Beat your dick off with both hands.
What he's trying to say is he's going to punch your genital area so much that your penis will fall off. And it's actually, like, for me to watch 4 movies in the span of 2 weeks is huge.
That's huge, yeah.
Honestly, though,
gays have been taking a backseat.
I really enjoy watching, like, comedies. That's, like, my favorite thing to watch. Like,
that's horror movies. Horror movies and comedies.
Yeah.
I always bug Kelsey to watch a horror movie every night. Like, I'll take him out and I'll put a stack on the table.
And I'll be like, pick one.
Yeah, and she's like, I don't want to watch any of these. And I'm like, but you gotta pick one.
Or I'll pick the shittiest of them all. I mean, Chucky again. Fuck.
Cocksucking.
Nobody wins.
Nobody. You think I fucking want to watch this?
You know what kills people? Violence. Violins kill people. Do you remember that scene when he's like, but Dad, doesn't violence kill people? He's like, no, son, violins. Goddamn screeching music's gonna ruin the world.
So I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, well,
that's terrible.
That's before he decided to be Glenn or Glenda.
Such a fucking bad movie.
That was the first Chucky film I ever watched, dude. That was my introduction to Chucky.
Insane.
I went back and watched Child's Play 1.
Mine was the first one for sure. And then it was like 2, then 3. And that, as a kid, I thought, like, yeah, these movies are better.
They're not that great.
They're like good, but like 1's good, 2's okay, 3's like meh.
Well, I feel like after that, like after with Seed of Chucky and Bride of Chucky, like they had just
Bride of Chucky's actually a solid movie.
They just assumed Chucky's identity. Like why didn't they just keep making Child's Play movies? You know what I mean? Like
yeah. Like what, with like the same like motif?
Well, no, just in general. Why wouldn't they just call them?
I don't understand. I guess like people just, I don't know. It's like
it was confusing. I
it
know
does
them.
get confused. It's like when like Friday the 13th's always been Friday the 13th,
yeah.
except for Jason X.
Yeah,
but Nightmare on Elm Street's always been Nightmare on Elm Street.
And it's easy. Like just do that. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, it's like which one's Child's Play, which one's Chucky. What the fuck?
What do I watch here? What do I watch?
Yeah.
But yeah, like what I was saying, I only watched those movies.
I guess because they took the child out of it.
Hey,
that makes sense,
good
right?
Call. Yeah, there's no kids involved in.
Yeah, so it's not really Child's Play because after the third one, it's like he's an adult now, right? So it's just like the kids. So it's like, well, let's just go off with Chucky.
That's good. That's good.
So,
in terms of like TV shows and stuff, I've been watching a couple anime shows back and forth. Aside from watching Dragon Ball Super, whenever I get a chance to pop out an episode, I've been watching Blue Exorcist, which is a pretty cool anime.
Yeah.
Basically, the premise is, because I know you've never fucking seen it.
Obviously not.
The premise is that the son of, like, there's the son of Satan, but he was born, like, twins with another brother. And then, like, a priest takes them in and raises them to be, like, good or whatever. But on his 16th birthday, his, like, dad dies, and he
Satan dies?
No, the
priest?
The priest dies, yeah.
Okay.
It's a really good anime. It's only got 1 season and, like, a half season out right now. It's really, really good. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. It's pretty popular. So
is that on that sushi thing?
Yeah, it's also on Netflix.
Okay, it's on Netflix. Maybe. Is it English or is it subtitles?
It's both.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's got both. I haven't watched it in English, but if it's on Netflix, it most likely has English.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but aside from I think last time we talked, you were playing some Shadow of Mordor. Have you been playing?
Yeah, I was playing Shadow.
Any other games lately, or what?
I've just been playing a lot of EA Skate because I've been getting to the point where like I don't have too much time to sit down lately to game.
You're looking
out.
for fast sessions.
Yeah, just like maybe 20 minutes, get a couple missions done. And Mordor, you're sitting down for hours. There's no fast fucking missions in that game.
No, not at all.
Unfortunately. But yeah, I've just been like fucking laying down serious groundwork in EA.
Nice.
Doing the kick flip me. The fucking
flipping me off.
The fucking grinding.
Grinding some shit.
Some grindage.
Getting some grindage.
Other than that, I'm trying to think. Kelsey picked up some fucking Disney games. More Disney games. Which she picked up that Disney one that she like where you walk around the castle, but I didn't get to play that one yet. What else games? I picked up a couple like games off of the EA store.
Okay.
And I haven't been able to play that. I just haven't had time lately.
What games are in the EA store?
Or what the fuck am I talking about? No, the Xbox store. Sorry,
well,
the Xbox store.
EA has their own store.
Yeah, they do have a store. I just don't shop on it.
No one does. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, no, they're overpriced anyways. But I just picked up some Xbox games I haven't played. That's where I got like EA Skate from. I paid like $3 for it. Fucking awesome. But thanks for helping me get that like right out of my eyesight.
Yeah. No
okay,
worries.
Come on, Brendan. Stop fucking with the guy.
Is that better?
That's good.
Okay.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You gotta block it out. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties with
For all you folks at home,
with our office.
I'm trying to make sure that Michael's little eyes don't get the sun in them.
The sun in the eyes.
That should be good for you, eh?
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah, that Disney game, when Kelsey showed it to me, I was like, oh, I played the game when I was a kid. It's definitely really hard for a Disney game.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's got like a lot of really intricate parts. Like there's one mission where you're in like a spaceship and you need to like move and dodge asteroids, and you need to have like fucking laser quick reflexes, dude. It's nuts.
That is insane.
I remember I didn't have those reflexes when I was a kid. I was like, I'm fucking way too slow and clunky for this shit, man.
What have you been playing lately?
I finished Final Fantasy 15. I don't think I mentioned that on the podcast, because the last time we were talking, I was just playing in it. I finished Final Fantasy 15, and I'm going to let you know right now. It's a heart wrencher, buddy.
Yeah, did a tear come down that face?
Oh yeah. Anybody at
wow.
I didn't actually cry, but like
liar,
I was
cried.
close.
You cried. Just be a man and admit you cried.
No, man, it was like really sad at the end. Like fuck.
Eye watery sad.
Like I didn't actually cry, but like
was there any emotion?
Oh, dude. I don't want to spoil it, but here's the thing. Obviously, the main bad guy in the game, every game has a bad guy. You fight that bad guy, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a satisfying fucking boss fight, bro. It's like battle of the fucking titans just touching pussies and whatnot, man. It's fucking hard. Very fun. Very, very fun.
Wow, you really went into detail on that one.
Once I finished that, after Mike's great recommendation, I picked up Shadow of Mordor myself, and I've been playing through it. And he's not lying. It's fucking hard. It's a hard-ass fucking game. It
is. And it's like, everyone's like, it's best game of the year edition. It's like...
more like best game of the fucking douche edition.
Yeah, it's more like, fuck off. I need to take a month off and just learn how to play this game to begin with.
That's one of the biggest problems I have with the game starting off, is it's got a very interesting...
style to
yeah,
it? Like concept of
what game is the X button run? Like I keep clicking the left trigger trying to run with my character, or even hold circle.
I'm kind of getting used to that. Like that wasn't like the hardest part.
Yeah, it's the combos and stuff. That's
the hardest part was just dealing with so many people at one time and then being like, okay,
it's unmanageable. Unmanageable.
Yeah, it's like, or I can just die and then you basically start over from scratch. And it's like
the worst is seeing people coming back in, and like the worst is coming back in and seeing people like. People are getting promoted and shit, and you're like, no, that's cool. Like, I just killed you, but congratulations.
Yeah, I know. And it's like when they start running away from you and everything. It's like you're kicking the shit out of this guy, and he's like, well, I guess we'll talk later then. And then he just starts running away, and you're like, dude, get back here, we're fighting.
Could you imagine if real life was like that? You're just fighting somebody, he's like, well, talk later then, and starts running away. You're like, hey, we're not done till one of us is unconscious, man.
One of us is dead.
Yeah, in Mordor, one of us is fucking dead. But you know what really bugs me about games like that? Like, okay, in regular life today, we deal with like big, like hot button issues, like racism and like discrimination against like peoples and stuff like that. Middle Earth did not give a fuck about any of that shit, man. Like, I'd fully willingly kill orcs like it's nobody's business. Like, no one gives a fuck about orcs, man. It's so sad.
Are we talking about, like, the relationship of orcs, like, orc slaying right now? Like, are you saying that orcs are, a group of people that are being discriminated against? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes. They've been demonstrated and protested against.
I have.
Signs, man, for their wicked rhymes. But, like...
Okay, so you're a defendant against the Dark Orcs of Mordor?
I'm pro-orc, buddy.
You're a pro-orc? When's the last time you went to Mordor?
97?
And how was that for you?
Fucking... Times have not changed. They're still bad, man. They're still bad.
There's pro...
Unbiased.
I'm against the orcs.
Oh, you're anti-orc?
I'm anti-orc.
Oh, shit.
They're gross. They're smelly. They don't shower. They're mean to people. They got teeth coming out of their lips. They talk like this. It's like, okay, get a speech therapist.
That's 80%. 80% of the English population. So I've got teeth coming out me gums.
No, they don't say, ooh, Bubby, Bubby, give me a spanking. They don't say that. That's not an orc line.
I kind of want it to be. Where, like, they all have, like, X the blank. It's just, like, Grimlob, the fucking S&M master. Oh, he spanked me, Minge. So fucked up. Oh, shit.
This guy keeps getting punished, but his health is going up.
What's the deal here? Okay. But, like, you know what I mean?
I'm not hitting you anymore.
Just dead. Boner guy. He's only good when his dick is hard.
Yeah.
His orc wiener? I don't know. I don't want to get into orc wieners. But you know what I mean? Like, okay, think of it this way. If you walked, like, on Earth, like regular Earth, not Middle Earth, just regular Earth, and you just, like, go and slaughter people, it's not going to be looked upon too kindly, right?
Like a certain type of people, not just, like, everybody.
Well,
like,
that's true. Yeah, that's called profiling. Yeah. If you profiled a specific kind of person.
Is there really anybody else in Mordor other than orcs?
Well, there's elves. I don't think we've met them yet.
Yeah. Just haven't met them yet. But I'm sure I'll kill them too.
Oh, and there's dwarves.
I haven't seen any dwarves.
No, but I mean in Mordor.
Like, but like in the game, there's only orcs that you can murder. And those like little fucking things in the caves. I'm pretty sure it's like your cousin or something.
There's
like, hello.
There's also Karagons, which are the dog things, but I don't think those count.
Yeah, you just ride those like riding.
That's so metal too. Riding those things.
It's useless as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Even when you go to like attack somebody, they
it's
just
like
hit you.
Miss. It's like, oh great.
The coolest thing is you get like an insta kill though if you like jump and assassinate. Anyway, the point is you just walk around aimlessly killing people, and it's like, where's the justice?
Where's the justice?
Where is the love?
That's not even in the song. I just made that.
Michael's musical talent summed up in 3 notes.
Obviously, someone's got a little bit of the jealousy bug.
I do. It's really good. It's a good couple notes. Come love is sexy.
And then they got the new Shadow. What's it? The War of Mordor?
Shadow of War.
War of Mordor, isn't it?
I think it's Shadow of War.
They kept the shadow, but they didn't keep the Mordor.
If they don't include elves and dwarves in this game, because we haven't beaten it, I don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully they make a wider universe and stuff like that, and it's like really like large concept and stuff. Because it is the guys that do like Assassin's Creed, right? And those maps are fucking stupid.
No, it's not.
No,
that's Ubisoft.
Okay,
this is Warner Brothers. This is
Ubi hard.
After playing this shit, these are the Batman guys.
Oh, okay,
Mortal Kombat.
It's weird. Yeah, I guess Batman is a lot like that game,
especially the
fighting combat. Yeah. Yeah, but these guys are a lot fucking harder than the Batman games.
You think so? I think it's actually kind of like it's very simple, right? Like they give you, here's situation A, like you pushing button A fixes it. Situation B is like, you know what I mean? Like if someone's going to attack you, you hit triangle. If you want to stun an enemy, you push circle. If an enemy's got a shield, you push X and jump over them. Like it's very rinse and repeat, and that's what bothers me most about the game. Like the game's huge. It's open world. You can go anywhere you want to. You're not limited. You can fight anybody at any time. And there's actual like in-world engagements, but the problem is like you can give me the most immersive experience in the world. If what I'm doing has no substance, it's gonna get old fast. You know what I mean? And that's what like I feel like Shadow of Mordor right now. I haven't beaten the game, so I don't know. That's its biggest like fault right now is that it's just the same thing, change the scenario.
Yeah, basically.
And you know
it's
what?
Kind of boring. That's what I felt with it too. It's like, okay, all it's gonna be is a different cutscene this time.
And that's the same thing as No Man's Sky. When I was playing No Man's Sky, it's like it's beautiful.
That game was just fucking boring.
It's beautiful. It looks good.
After a couple hours, it's like, yeah, but I've played this game already.
Exactly.
Like, it's the same
you travel
thing.
from planet. You collect minerals. Like
it's not worth the price of admission.
I hear that, and that's the thing, right? Like, I want to.
Sad, right?
You're paying full retail price for this game. Like, I mean, I only paid $14 for Shadow of Mordor, so what I got, like, 5 hours to me to that game, that's $14. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
$79.99 for a game. I'm looking for at least 10 hours of gameplay, like a good 10 hours, like
of actual enjoyment of being like, whoa,
yeah,
this is crazy.
Like Fallout, for example, like any Bethesda game, Skyrim, Fallout. If you're playing those kind of games, you want
those are like
hundreds of hours of games.
Like,
exactly,
those are ridiculous. Like so
Final
many
Fantasy 15, 69 hours. Yeah.
Hardcore, put in the work.
Yeah, 69 hours, man. And like, I was like, you know what? It was a well-earned 69 hours. Like, yeah. I didn't pay for that game. I got it as a Christmas gift. Because, you know, every fucking time we record a podcast, look at my goddamn dog.
Just the most depressing dog.
He just fucking sleeps through the whole thing. And he opens his eyes like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, he's like, I'm sleeping. Stop talking about me.
But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't pay anything for that game. So 69 hours for something I got for free on Christmas, that's a fucking steal for me, man. Like, knuckle bump that shit.
Ow, that
my nuts.
Alright,
so modest.
You wanna bring it on? You wanna bring it down?
Oh, are we doing the thing where we like in between each like topic we're like bring in the next topic with a song? Or we do that one?
No, I just thought you were gonna. What the fuck are you talking?
Do you remember that podcast where every single time we like talk about something new, we just like jingle it in? We're like, you don't listen to our stuff.
You're right. I don't listen to our stuff
for good reason. It sucks. These guys have no talent, man. This weekend, when this goes up, the weekend before, I would believe that's how this is going to work. We attended a convention here in Sudbury, Ontario.
No
fooling.
No fooling. I was trying to say that, but I kept thinking no saying. I'm like, what the fuck is a no saying? It's like Goku. He goes like, and it's just like no saying.
I imagine going into a shirt, and then like, going into a shirt, going into a store, and they kick him out because he's like, no sayings in here, bub. They just kick him out.
Oh, I just want to get a chocolate bar. You ain't destroying my shop again. You ain't destroying my shop again.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah. Who's in there?
Do you hear what I'm saying?
Vegeta, Piccolo, Frieza. You ain't going to my fucking store. It sounds like there's already a fight happening in there.
There is definitely a fight. And my store's gone. Yeah, we went to a convention on a week ago or whenever. We went to
GraphiCon 2017.
Yeah, man.
Would you rate it a thumbs up or a thumbs super down?
I would rate it a thumbs grup for great up.
Great up.
And great up my butthole. No, it was a really good convention. This was our third convention we've attended as Podfiction.
Which is pretty...
That's pretty fucking
crazy.
big. 9 months.
That's like our biggest as of attendees.
Fuck, yeah.
Biggest as of stuff we got to do. Biggest as of all the karate moves we did.
So much karate moves, bro. How many people were in attendance at Northern Gaming Expo last year? 2,000? No, it was like 600.
No, I think it was like... Yeah, I think it was around 600 or something like that. I don't know the actual facts. I apologize.
That's still a lot of people.
But it felt like a large amount of people.
Do you remember how busy that convention felt?
It felt like it was nonstop all day.
Because there was just basically a big square,
it was just With GraphiCon, there's so much room to cover. Yeah. It's the whole Sudbury Arena, if you didn't know. There's so much ground to cover, so like a lot of people don't look like a lot of people, you know?
Well, like that one shot I showed you of like that I took, that's easily like 200 people right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That, like, and since it's so big, they have room. And in a way, that's kind of nice. But as like
there's so much room. Actually, I went down there when I went to walk when it was at its busiest, and I was like actually kind of like bumping into people. I'm like, yeah, this feels like a convention.
Yeah, it's pretty, pretty slammed, and it's cool. Like I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I like that feeling when you're kind of like shoulder to shoulder with people, just like kind of moving through. Because I've been to a lot of fan expos, and like that's exactly what you're going through. Like you're bumping into people, you're saying sorry a lot, but it's like you're always like moving through people's shoulder to shoulder, like digging in, getting into place and stuff like that. I enjoy that. That's just like the convention feel.
Yeah.
But I got to be on the committee. That took a lot to say. I got to be on the committee this year for GraphicCon, which like I'm truly blessed for because that was like a very good experience.
Yeah, every other Wednesday, I believe you went and like just hung out with them and like helped plan it and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
we all had to like every Wednesday it was every first Wednesday of the month. We sat down for like almost 2 hours and discussed like all the planning of the convention. So a lot of hard work went into it, and it was
yeah. Well, you got to see it firsthand, right? So it was like it was this convention was kind of like your baby in two ways. Not like you had like a big heavy hand in making it, but
yeah,
you took part in it, which was like
yeah, exactly. It was like a whole committee of like people who had like decided what we were gonna do with it. So my input did help. It helped us with like a lot of things. It may have helped us get a panel. I don't think it did. I think we kind of earned the panel we got.
Well, yeah, we have a name at this point. Like, not like a huge name, but like in terms of Sudbury, like we're like 1 in 15 people might know us. That's a huge fucking. That's
a huge lie.
180,000 people, just like 1 in 15. Like mathematically speaking, I'm not gonna crunch the numbers in front of you guys and embarrass myself here. But that's like at least 1,000 people, and even that in and of itself is fucking preposterous.
I know.
Yeah, 15% of 180,000 is like fucking at least 14,000. At least.
Let's put it this way: we know a couple people.
We know a few. Point in the nerd community of Sudbury.
In the nerd community, we're known in Sudbury a bit,
and even that's a bit of a fucking stretch.
We're the footnote. All right, but yeah. So we got in early that morning on Saturday to set up, and which was really nice. Which I know everybody's gonna be like, "Who the fuck cares?" But it means so much. Is that when we showed up, they had a black tablecloth for us.
Oh, I know. We were stressing about that the night before.
And
we went and bought one, and we're like...
We bought like this really like crappy blue tablecloth from Dollarama because we didn't have one because the one we had got lost.
It's missing.
And that wasn't any better because that was blue and white, and it looked like something out of your grandma's house. It was really fucking ugly, but... When we showed up and there was a tablecloth, it was a black tablecloth, and I was like, oh my god, it's so nice. It just makes everything look so much better. Like, we're definitely getting a black tablecloth for the next convention just because nothing beats it. It looks so fucking good.
It's so professional, too.
Oh, right? Yeah. Like, and so, we got to set up. Brendan did some camera work there. We thought our doors opened at 9, so we kind of waited and realized that nobody was coming in at 9, and we're like,
yeah, we were there at 8.
We were there at 8. We just came in at 9, but whatever. It felt really cool.
Yeah.
And then our girlfriends left to go get us food, which took how long, Brendan?
Oh my god, I don't even want to.
Let's say they left at 8:30. They didn't come back till fucking doors opened, like minutes. And Kel's like, "We're right on time." I'm like, "No, you're actually 15 minutes late."
We're on time. There was no time. You're not
no time limit.
What the fuck? Are you serious? And that of itself, folks, was the running theme of the convention. Wanting something that never came. When it comes to drinks and food, the convention was fucking fantastic. Our guests were fucking shit.
Yeah. Kelsey and Alicia. Know what? You're coming back for our next convention only because we need you.
Actually, if we don't need you, you're probably not going to
come back.
Holy,
buy your own ticket.
I sent them for a drink because I was thirsty.
I remember that.
And she's like, "Oh, I'll be right back." And I'm like, literally
it was either an hour or a half hour.
Insane.
They didn't come back, and then she came back when Brendan left to go get a drink with pizza and a pop that she was drinking.
That was the second time. The first time she came back with nothing.
Came out with nothing. That's what it was. Yeah.
And remember, we turned around and they're at the bottom of the convention walking around, and like she looks up, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing? I want a drink." And I'm not trying to sound like I'm fucking spoiled. I am motherfucking thirsty. Yeah. I'm up here working the grind, talking to people, shaking my tits for money.
Yeah.
And you're down there
literally
flirting with motherfuckers. Bitch, bring me a drink. So then she comes back empty-handed, and I'm fucking salty Sammy about it. She's like, "Okay, I'll just be a quick minute." Another half an hour passes. Then I look at Mike and I'm like, "Buddy, man the table. I'm getting a fucking drink." I'm not even joking you. If you fucking Fear Factor time me, it was less than 2 minutes. I had fucking water in my mouth. Then I'm like, I go down to take fucking footage. Then she's behind me like, "Oh, hi." I'm like, "Where the fuck were you?" "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I've been parched for days. I'm
dying.
I'm basically that song where the guy wanders through the desert with a horse with no name. I'm fucking thirsty.
I'm fucking thirsty."
So then I go back upstairs and I cooled down a little bit. Oh man. But other than that, we met so many friggin' people there, man.
Oh my god, we met a lot of really, really nice people. A lot of people that came and bought merchandise off us, like t-shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We caught up with the guys from We Promise Nothing, which we got to get them on our show soon.
Yeah, and then we fulfilled our debt to them all the way back from fucking December.
That when we did the 12 days of Pod Fictionmas, and then we did the giveaway, and
they won.
We just I have no part in this. This is 100%. 100% Brendan.
Okay.
I literally looked in your closet. I'm like, you didn't send that. Like months later, I'm like, you didn't send that stuff to them yet, and you're like, no, I've been getting around to it. By this time, they obviously don't care. And I'm like, whatever, man.
Do you remember our conversation? I'm like, which mailbox was theirs? And we were like, I don't know. I was going to like walk by their house and just drop it off. And I'm like, I don't know what mailbox it is. And I just didn't want to do it. It's far from my house. I'm never in that area.
Oh my god.
But yeah, definitely. They were just an absolute gem. Every time we hang out with them, they're just fucking wild dudes. Like,
yeah, they're just always really nice.
They literally do what
have
we
fun.
do. They're just so wild, you know what I mean? And they have fun. Except their whole thing is really directed towards movies. And if you haven't, go check them out. If you listen to us and if you've never heard of them, go check them out. They're called We Promise Nothing. They're amazing dudes.
Group of great guys.
Just a group of great guys.
And then, so at our table we had our raffles as usual. So we had the Brennan brought a Game Boy, original Game Boy, and I brought a shadow box of Superman. It was like a couple pictures of Superman in a nice shadow box. And then I sold a piece of artwork, which was really cool.
Yeah.
I drew myself, or what? I was at work, and I just did a quick doodle of Goku, which turned out to be like really well done. And I was like, fuck, man. Maybe if I could sell this, I could put money towards our movie that's coming out. More information on that later. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'll get a nice frame for it, and I'll put it in the frame, and I'll see how it does.
Yeah.
So the amazing people at Northern Game Expo, which are sitting right beside us, Brad and Mike,
they loved it.
Yeah, Brad was just like, oh, I really, really like that. So he ended up purchasing it off me, which felt great because now I'm an accomplished artist.
Yeah, man, you sold your own art.
Yeah, and then he commissioned me to do another piece, which he will be picking up Friday.
Nice.
So that's the Super Saiyan Goku.
Nice.
Which looks actually, like, even I think it looks pretty good. So.
Yeah, well, dude, and that's the thing. You're the most passive artist I've ever met, because, like, it's a skill that you never really developed, but just kind of always have had with you, which is cool, because, like, there's people like that all around, right? They don't really, like, draw much, but, like, when they do, they make, like, really stellar artwork, or even their doodles and scratches are, like, that's pretty fucking good, man, and that's how you are. I remember just picking up your, like, book, and I was, like, looking through your sketchbook, and I'm like, fuck this guy. So,
honestly, work has just made me a really good artist. I literally just sit there, and I'll be like, if my eyes hurt, I'll just start drawing, just to stop looking at the screen for, like, 5 minutes. And it's just like I keep doing it, and I keep doing it like every day because my eye, like the screen hurts the eyes, and we don't get like crazy breaks. So it's just like, yeah, I'll just do a little doodle.
If anyone from work is listening to this, ignore that last couple minutes there. We work very diligently at work, dude. When I was working, like I've literally drawn an entire picture of. Did I show you them? I drew Emperor Pilaf, and I drew Oolong from
cool.
Dragon Ball. Yeah,
that's awesome. I don't think you have shown me those. But
I did Piccolo, and then I also did Vegeta as well.
Oh, really? You guys show me those. That's awesome. So yeah, we had like a lot of really, really nice people come up and talk to us at the show, and we hand out a lot of business cards, and we still have a lot of business cards left.
We're gonna give out more business cards, but it's nice meeting people that like that. If you listen to our stuff, this is a shout out to you. Remember that girl with the colored hair, and she's like, we're Pod Fiction. Like, oh, she's like, oh no, I listen to you guys, and I'm like, what?
I don't think I was there.
No, you were 100% there. She was the girl who like came up and we were like giving her a business card, and she's like, no, I listen to your stuff, and I'm like, you were 100% there.
Was I?
Yeah. And it was just like really like wow, you like listen to our stuff, because like it's interesting to meet people who like
actually listen to your work, because on social media we don't get like too many comments.
No, so you don't
on our stuff. So it's like
we're kind of blind, quite honestly.
So if you listen to us and you like it, just like comment. We like to talk to people.
Yeah,
people.
We're fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, we're the coolest.
Our friends are tired of us commenting on their stuff.
Yeah,
like quite honestly, we literally do that way too often. One of our friends will like post something that we just think is funny, and then we'll just start commenting on it, like, and then they're just like, "Hey, go away." Exactly.
Go away. But what else was there? There was that person. I'm such a nice person
that I don't remember. The fame's gone to his head.
It's always great to have people come up to us. It amazes me people actually watch the show. And
yeah, man.
We had Eastlink come up to us and talk to us about how like they didn't stop, like they really liked us when we were on Talk Nerdy and stuff like that, which was fucking. Honestly, my head got like 2 sizes bigger after that conversation. I'm like, yeah,
yeah. That was specifically with a head size too big would say.
Yeah.
Honestly though, like when we were on Talk, you know what? We're just literally plugging every place we've ever been ever.
Yeah.
When we were on Talk Nerdy, dude, our chemistry with them was absolutely insane. Like it was literally like looking at us doing us. Whoa.
What?
That's not what I want.
Us doing us on VHS.
That's when business mixed with pleasure. You know what I'm saying, folks? No, like it was
it's just like people like us that get the same type of jokes and stuff like that.
Two best friends, you know. What I mean?
It was just the conversation came fucking super easy, which is always it's always better when you can talk to somebody and the conversation just kind of flows.
Yeah,
especially when you're on TV or on radio or on.
Well, and that's what I think one of our biggest fears was whatever going on the show is like. Because our personalities are very intense, you know what I mean? Like when we're near people, it's like it's very like if you're not in with our jokes and if you're not laughing with us, you're gonna have a bad time. You know what I mean? Like
totally dead.
And it's not to say like we're douchey or like we'll snub people. It's just like we
just have the same brand of comedy from each other, and then when we're around each other, it's just like we just say the same jokes to each other.
We don't even have
to talk. It's hard because we just have way too many inside jokes.
Exactly,
because we're around each other almost all day.
And that's what my fear was when we were going on there, that it was gonna be like. It was going to be not as enjoyable for them as it would be for us. Because quite honestly, it's a treat for us to go on TV with people that already have a TV show and a well-established fan base. Like, that's a treat for us, right? So I don't want to make them feel bad. Like, these guys come on our show and they're just shitty and make their own dumb, shitty inside jokes. Or swear. If you accidentally swear when you're on, like, TV or radio, it's like, fuck, I feel terrible. But like, when I'm on a show, I'm just like, fuck, I don't give a fucking shit. It's my fucking show. Fuck you guys! You don't really realize how much you actually swear until you have to not swear and like constantly think of everything you're gonna. I'm
actually so good when it's like you guys can't swear. I'm like, okay, I'm solid.
I just think about being around my mom. Like I don't swear near my mom.
That's exactly what I do too. I think about just being around like adults, and I'm like, okay, gotta act mature.
Yeah,
and it's like
gotta put the big boy pants on. It's like
it's just like our show is just always like fuck shit, bitch, motherfucker, what? It's like we don't have any censorship.
No. One day we might have to. I don't know.
Maybe if that day ever comes.
I don't give a shit. Fuck it.
If that day ever comes, I'll be 6 feet from the edge.
And I'm thinking maybe 6 feet.
Maybe Creed ain't that bad.
Oh, that's actually like something really funny that I think you should like bring up. He was telling me this today on the walk to work that like he was reading an article about like the top 10.
Okay, how about we finish the fucking Graphicon before we start talking about the 10 top douchiest bands?
We're gonna forget and I'll come back to that though.
I know we probably will, but someone will bring it up. So Brendan sold his perler beads that he made.
Oh yeah, I sold some of those.
Kyler, you still gotta pick yours up, buddy. We got it. We got it for you.
Hot off the press.
Yeah.
Pocket full of rocks.
We had our friend Brandy show up, and she was in what was it, Naruto?
Shishomaru. From Inuyasha.
Okay, I don't fucking know. But it looked really well done.
Oh fuck, dude, it was insane. I got some really good pictures. She's gonna be like, it's on Facebook. She's on Facebook.
She's on Facebook. I'm trying to think of there's just so much stuff that was going on. It was like one of the worst things at every convention is like I have a hard time getting used to
remembering everything.
It's talking to people at the start when people are walking by and just kind of glancing at your shit and like half these people are really socially awkward dudes. They don't want to fucking talk to you. They want to be left alone. They just kind of want to look at your shit. They don't want to buy anything.
I literally think of like I feel like I'm bugging them by talking.
Yeah, you know, because you want to open that door for conversation. Like, I want that. I just want to sit and I'm just going off with M&M again.
Stupid!
Point me to the closest restroom. I don't need no fucking manservant to follow me around and wipe my ass. Laugh at every single joke I pass, like half of them ain't even funny, like, ha!
Nailed it. That's the thing, right? Like, at the same time, I don't want to pester somebody, but at the same time, I'm selling my brand to you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, we want to get people to know us as much as possible. And it's like, I'm surprised we just didn't see the litter of our cards all over the floor. Fuck, but like people took them, maybe they threw them out later. But they took them. That was cool.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like you gotta be out there. You gotta like talk to them. You gotta
you gotta stop people and be like, hey, you do it.
You're like,
do it.
Your biggest mistake was looking at my table because you're getting a card now.
Yeah,
radical. Seriously, support me. I need to.
Brendan's favorite joke of the convention was when the guy was wearing that necklace.
Oh my god, another Inuyasha, yeah.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know, at the very beginning of Inuyasha, what happens is...
You don't want to know the whole fucking story.
He's wild, right? Like, he's crazy. He's a dog demon. So,
sure.
This priestess throws a necklace on him, and she curses him, so that every time the main character, Kagome, says, sit, boy, he has to sit. He automatically sits and falls down. So, but he can't take it off. That's the whole thing, right? Like, he can't remove it from his neck unless the priestess removes it. Anyway, the guy shows up wearing the necklace. I'm like, oh, dude, sick necklace. And he's kind of shy or whatever. He's like, oh, yeah, thanks. And I'm like, ew, you can take it off? And he starts lift it off his neck. I'm like, no, you can't take it off. And he's like, ah!
That was a funny joke.
It was funny. It was a funny joke.
Funny jokeroo.
Jokeroony-roo. It's not racist. We're part Asian, I'm sure.
Yeah. Everybody's everybody. We're people.
Humans.
Yeah, man. It was such a frickin' blast. I tried to catch myself there. I caught myself. I caught myself. So we made a good profit.
Yeah.
We sold some t-shirts, some buttons, some prints.
Yeah.
Sold some raffle tickets, sold some perler beads, sold Freddy plush, sold some original art, tossed a lot of fucking cards out there, talked to a lot of interesting people, had a lot of great conversations.
Yeah.
Met some new friends, met up with an old friend, David Briggs.
Yes.
Who is, we love that guy.
I can't even tell you how.
Honestly, I hope you're listening, Dave, because we're tagging you in this, and regardless, brother. Because we want you to listen to this, because we want to tell you how awesome we think you are.
Dude, you're the coolest!
Yeah. You're like the guy I want to aspire to be when I grow up.
I don't know if that means anything to you, but I want to be just like that guy when I grow up. It's like, you are grown up! Fuck! Is it too fucking late for me?
I guess it's too late for me.
Yeah, fucking what a solid dude, man. The second he it was funny because at first when we first saw him, he just walked right by us.
I'm like, dude, that's Dave. He's gone.
And then when you flagged him down, he's like, kind of looked at us and he's like, oh!
No, I call him like Dave.
That's what I mean.
And he looks like, oh yeah!
He's like, I didn't really remember you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I guess that's how it was. Because that's what he said, right? He's only met us once before that.
Well, I'm surprised, I'm so bad with faces. Like, me, personally, I'm terrible with faces. I'm terrible with faces and names. If you have,
if you're a human being with a name, you're fucked.
If you're a human being with a name or a face, I won't remember.
I'm probably not gonna like
But, I'm right on I'm like, that's Dave! And so... And then we got to chatting for a bit, and we talked about the Northern Frights Festival, which is absolutely fantastic.
October, right?
He wants to go grab a drink with us prior to the convention. He messaged me the other day.
Dude, I'm so down.
Yeah, I'm 100% down. I'd love to hang out with
I would
that
love
guy.
to have
He's
a fucking
nice
spritzer with a lime in it, dude.
Yeah.
I
love to have a lemon sparkling lemonade.
lemon.
7-Up lemonade.
Nice.
On the rocks, pocket full of rocks.
I like my alcohol like I like my women. Not at all! I like men. But fuck it. Dude, every time we see that guy, we've only seen him twice, but
he's just super jazzed to see us, and I just love that energy he always has, and he's just always such a funny guy. He's so quick with words, and he's so just
off the cuff.
He's just such the only way I could say it, he's genuine. Yeah. He's just one of those one in a million kind of guys. Yeah. And it's just right when you talk to him, you know what the guy's about. Yeah, he's just solid, nice, cool, polite. Dude. He gets the fan base.
Big old fluff on you.
He's working on a massive project, Northern Frights Festival, which I absolutely love.
Well, you're into horror films like a fucking...
The dog's into breakfast. What?
It's not
Stop ripping off Rick and Morty.
Fuck you! Why don't you
start love.
Get your own catchphrase, asshole.
I do have a catchphrase.
Shrub-a-dub-a-dub.
Premium mutant supplements. That's what your shirt says.
This episode is brought to you by Popeyes. Back to David. Sorry, dude. We're fucking shitting on your limelight here.
So it was awesome seeing him. I'm going to cut to something because I want to come back to David later with the Northern Frights Festival more into that.
Cut to something now.
But no, I want to cut to this t-shirt. Buy our t-shirt. Is that another t-shirt? Get another t-shirt.
Can't have too many t-shirts.
3 t-shirts, 4 t-shirts, 5 t-shirts. 6 t-shirts. The universe doesn't have this many t-shirts ever. Okay, I want to talk about our panel.
Oh yeah, we've kind of got off the track
Graphicon was like, hey, you guys can host a panel at 4:15
on anything you want.
On anything you want, and we're like, what are we gonna do? Drop a beat for me, Brendan. Stop that beat, Brendan. we did
back. I'm holding up. I'm sorry, I'm just being an asshole. Ow!
We did on how to have a successful YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Which we are slowly but surely working on. And we honestly didn't think anybody would show. It was late in the day. It was like 4:15.
Yeah, you don't really know who's going to be there at 4:15.
Yeah,
like,
we had one panel at the Makers Fest, which turned out to be kind of just like a room with a couple chairs. Not people were shopping, but people weren't really paying attention.
It wasn't based. That situation felt to me like it wasn't necessarily like that would be a good like music venue, right? Like being a band there would have been fine. People are shopping.
Yeah, it was very hard to like for crowd to like go and to like figure out what's going on, but
because you hear everyone behind you.
It was really nice. The setup there was really nice. It's just I don't think it was a crowd we really appealed to.
No,
but so after that, we weren't really sure what our outcome would have been.
It was a good trial run.
So it's like, you know what? Well, we got to start and we get to talk on a stage and stuff like that. But so we go in and there's like the whole room was packed with people. Yeah, not for us.
No.
For the people prior to us because they were still putting on a show and we're like, okay, this is cool. Maybe some of these people stay or maybe they'll all go. We had a plan to beatbox and rap if nobody showed up. And that was like a really solid plan. Like that was going into action.
If anything, we banked on that more than the actual.
I actually just wanted to beatbox and rap.
I honestly want to do that as well. That was my whole game plan. Dude.
So we started to set up when everybody left, and there's a couple people that stayed, and then a couple people started kind of like shuffling in. And we're like, oh shit, there's actually a turnout here. People actually want to see this, and so we sat down, and it's about time to start, and there's about 25-ish people in the crowd. It's like, maybe that's not a lot to people, but that's a lot to us. Well, like, that's a lot of people. Seeing that our last panel had
zero.
Like, one guy sitting down.
And he was just tired from walking around.
To be honest.
I think, like, how many chairs, how much do you think that room could have had? Like, standing aside,
I think there's like around
40 chairs. Not even
60 chairs-ish.
Really?
I think so. There's about, like, 5 in a row. There's about, like,
I guess,
6 rows.
Yeah, 60 chairs is pretty accurate. And, like, lots of standing room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, tons. But we, honestly, I would, at most, I'd expect 5 people to show up. And having, like, 25 people, and they're all, like, listening to us, all looking at us. And then, like, we even had, like, a really, like, we did our thing. We had 45 minutes, which was, like, that's a long time to talk, but really went by super quick.
I know.
I let Brendan talk most of the time.
It didn't even feel like that didn't feel like 45 minutes at all.
The best part was definitely at the end when everybody like gave us like a clap, which was like
fuck. It was not. It was so loud too. It's
I know,
like
I'm like, oh my god,
the curtain's closing on me. I was like, oh, this is so real. Yeah. It was basically what Eminem sings about, but if it wasn't depressing, it was nice.
And then we made everybody take a picture with us.
Yeah.
Which we posted. Did we post that on social media?
That's 100%.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That's on Facebook for sure. So if you want to check that out, check our Facebook. And then we had like a Q&A and the guys from We Promise Nothing sat in and they asked a couple really nice questions, like really interesting questions that were.
Well, I wonder if it's because it was like it is a panel on hosting a successful YouTube channel, and they also have a fairly successful YouTube channel. And to me, it's like I wonder if they're like bouncing ideas off of us to like get ideas for them, because I would love to ask them the same questions that they asked us. You know what I mean? Because
yeah, exactly.
We've sat in and we see how they kind of like make their episodes, but at the same time, I don't know how they manage themselves, which is an interesting for any creator to know how they manage their social media is nuts, because I know the amount of work that we put into it, and it's absolutely insane. Like, honestly, dude, the hours that we put into marketing ourselves is it's a full-time job in and of itself. Not to mention, we have to actually make the goddamn show. You know what I mean? Like, so imagine working 3 full-time jobs daily. Like, if I'm at home editing an episode, Michael's at home doing something for something. You know what I mean? Like, we're always doing something.
Oh yeah, when we're not, it's weird because you go home and you're not doing anything, and you kind of feel like I should be doing something.
I could be doing something right now.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
So I'll pull up my phone and like start tweeting at people and like try and get subscribers, or like I'll
say I spent like 2 hours just drawing.
Yeah, because those are going to be a source of revenue for you once we hit our next convention.
Exactly, source of revenue for us.
Did I spoil that for people? You want to do the big reveal now?
I don't care.
I think
I'm gonna have prints of my stuff.
And I honestly think that is absolutely fantastic. Like, seeing, like, Kyler, his work, and Rob Shadow, like, they all have amazing work. And it's not like we're, like, I don't know, people always think, like, oh, they can do podcasts. Like, we've already got a podcast and yada, yada. Like, no, you know what I mean? It's like, anybody, we support anybody. And doesn't matter if you're doing what we're doing or you're doing something else. You're creating something, and honestly,
we have so much respect for anybody that's creating anything, and whoever wants to like let us be a part of what they're doing makes us feel so much better. Like honestly, it's like it's not like we try to compete with anybody because we want everybody to be successful.
Quite
as
honestly,
the next person.
It's not a competition because we're just the best. No, but you literally nailing the fucking head right there, man. Like, I don't want anyone to fail because of us. I don't want anyone to over-succeed us because of us. I want everyone to work together.
Do very well. And that's exactly. It's just always good to, like... You know what? The amount of friends we've made doing this is amazing. The amount of...
Going to the convention feels like going to meet your family. You're shaking hands with people that, like...
Honestly, I went on the floor to buy. I just ended up talking to a lot of friends I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
I got to talk to Rob Sachetto for a good long conversation. Such a nice guy to talk to, and hopefully get him on the show soon. Then I went and talked to Mart and Kevin, the guys that created Big Nick from Expired Comics. We talked for like a good 15 minutes.
Yeah, man.
Just solid talking. Like, honestly, just basically saying like, I'm glad that this is what you're doing. And then he's like, I'm glad you're doing this. And it's just like such friendship and just like being like polite
it's
to each other.
Supportive, man. And that's how business should be. Like, I understand that there's the bigger side of business where you need to make money, and you do this and you do that. But at the core level, if you can look at the employees, not even the employees, the people who make the content, and you look them in the face and they say, man, I read your comic book. I read Big Nick and I liked it. And then it's like, that's hard. Or someone's like, hey, listen to your podcast about Steve Buscemi shenanigans. And I'm like, fuck, man, thanks. Like, that's a huge...
no one, like, people that aren't into art don't understand how much just saying a comment means to an artist.
It's insane.
You know what? You can like their work and it's like, okay, cool. But just saying, like, great podcast or great work... Or like anything that it means so much. It goes
that extra mile. This is how I think of it. You get dressed every morning and you do your hair and you put on a shirt that you like. Why do you do that? Because you want to look good.
Yeah.
That's the same thing as having a podcast, having anything, is you want to make something that people love and want. And that's if you
love my shirt.
If somebody walks up to you and goes, "Wow, man, like you're looking good today," you're like, "Fuck, thanks."
Yeah, it gives you like kind of like confident boost. So it's like it makes your day. And it's like when we had I can't remember her name. Matt's girlfriend?
Crystal. Yeah.
When she made us like fan art, that was like when Brendan like sent me a picture. I'm like, oh, that's cool that you did that, man. He's like, I didn't do this. Crystal did it, and this is like our first ever fan art. And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It was like, ah! I felt like Jonah Hill when he was doing like that. Seeing him fucking get him to the Greek.
Oh my god. That's so fucking funny.
But man, I just love talking to people that are creating great things and doing and like working the grind and doing stuff that they love and just looking at it and be like, man, that's fucking fantastic.
That's what I mean. And so that's why I mean, like when you're going to be selling prints at our next convention, like that to me, nobody's going to look at that under negative light.
Like when Mike Goku, like when Brad said he really liked it, honestly, just felt like
wow, really?
My heart was like kind of like racing a bit, and it's just like overwhelming amount of happiness. It's just someone being like, man, can I have that? I want to hang that on my wall. It's just like, my stuff's going to hang on somebody else's wall, man. True, I have artwork on Brennan's wall. But that was, like, gifted to you, you know? Man. This is not something, like, it's different when someone's like, I want to pay for it, I want it that much, I'll actually spend my hard-earned dollars on it.
Yeah, man.
It just, I don't know, there's such a satisfaction of a rush to it.
So
and,
I can't
I never thought I was a good artist. I
know
still at this point,
I don't think you're a bad artist.
I think I'm okay at some things, but... It's just having other people tell you, like, the worst thing is, I fear is, like, people coming up to, like, and bashing your art and be like, oh, this doesn't look that good, because you know how much that hurts?
Well, that's what it's like when people, like, come up and they, like, and again, I'm not a professional pearl or bead maker, I'm not anything.
Yeah, somebody else has these better over at that table.
That's what it's like when it's like, we'll go look elsewhere, it's like, ouch, like, okay, like, you don't need to say that, like, I'm not mad if you don't buy my stuff, and quite honestly, your comment doesn't even really hurt me, it's just like, somebody else could take that really bad, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like, no, it's just super rude, it's like, you know what, where's your fucking manners, first of all?
Just walk away, you don't need to say anything.
It's like, you don't know the hard work that went into it, and it's like, no, maybe it's not for you, but it's for the next person.
Yeah, exactly, and I honestly didn't...
All you gotta say is, oh, well, like, it's like, oh, okay, that's very nice, and walk away.
65 to 70% of the perler beads that I sold was to children, and they looked so happy getting them.
Oh, there's...
Like, honestly, the kid who's seen Hamtaro?
There's a kid that bought the dog. It was a kid. It wasn't even a doll. It was a kid that bought the annoying dog.
Yeah, those are two different people. The Hamtaro and the annoying dog. Yeah, it was so fucking cute.
Yeah.
It was like...
you weren't there when you sold the annoying dog.
Yeah, I was.
No, you weren't.
I sold it to the person.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking... Which one did you sell? I thought you came back to the table. I'm like, you sold the dog, and you're like, the annoying dog sold. You're like, I knew that would sell.
No, that was I for sure sold. I sold the annoying dog to somebody. I can't remember.
Okay.
Are you thinking of the Hamtaro? Like that? I don't have it. I'm going to look at my collection.
Yeah,
like
the Hamtaro here.
It's the mouse one. It was the big.
I know
one.
the Hamtaro. No, it wasn't that one. I can't remember. Okay, I thought it was the sleeping dog or the annoying dog, but whatever.
Yeah,
keep going.
No, it's just cool to like sell it to somebody and like have them like want something that you did, and it's like, and that's like a more tangible way of what we do here on the show with our podcast, because people can't buy our podcast; they just listen to it, right?
Just kind of listen to it, and it's like, no, like some of our podcasts do really good,
and
some of them do okay, and it's like, no, it doesn't hurt us if they do really well or if they do really bad.
When
we just love that people are actually listening. I love just looking at like 15 views.
Yeah,
that's really good. People think it's like, YouTube success is about millions and millions of views. It's like, no, it's just we're so just happy with even a person listening to enjoying it. Is just like, I know there's a person listening to this and be like, wow, they enjoy us actually like listening to this, and it's like, we do. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the show.
You're
only fucking 11 episodes in for crying out loud.
But no, I'm the point I'm trying to make is tell people you enjoy their art.
Yeah,
doesn't have to be
not us. Yeah,
doesn't have to be us. Just look at people's artwork, and today, after you listen to this, go tell somebody you enjoy their art. I guarantee you'll make their day.
Yeah.
Unless it's like some fucking bigwig on Twitter that probably won't even get it. But sometimes they do.
I've had it happen, dude. I've showed you where I've like actually like there's two music YouTubers that I follow. One of which is one of the guys from Super Guitar Bros, and he did like a cover of a song once, and I was like, the song's beautiful, man. And he actually wrote back to me. This guy has like thousands of people who listen to his stuff, maybe even the hundreds of thousands.
Dude, I had Kevin Smith write back to me.
Yeah, it's like, are you serious? You picked me?
I had Candyman write back to me. I was like, because we have the same birthday. I was like, happy birthday, it's my birthday too. And he said, happy birthday back. I was like, happy birthday, Polly. Happy birthday, Polly. I'm malfunctioning. And it's just like, it's really cool when you talk to like some of your heroes and they talk back to you.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? Tell people you enjoy what they're doing. Social media, Twitter, Facebook, don't care. Message them. Tell them you enjoy them.
Message us. Tell us you like us.
Yeah.
We'll get back to you.
Yeah, we're actually really good at getting back to people. I'm proud of that.
I can successfully say our turnaround time for someone contacting us. Like, if someone messages me on Twitter, like, I'm responding to them in less than an hour. And if they ask me to, like, follow them on Twitch or follow their YouTube channel, like, I will subscribe and follow you on Twitch, like, within an hour or so. Like, if I'm
No thing I was upset that I didn't get to see, that person that came up to you about their YouTube and talked to us after our panel that sat and it was talking to you about their YouTube channel. And
it was crazy, dude.
I really wish I was there. That must have been very nice.
It was. Well, the thing was, like, it's just nice that, I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm in the wrong line of work, but I just like helping people, you know what I mean? Like, I want people to, like, to feel like...
We love dealing with artists, and we love just dealing with people that are so down to earth and just trying to kick off their own, like, work. It's like, you know what?
Yeah.
That person may be nobody today, but they may be the next...
As sad as it is, look at Bieber, dude. Like, just a guy playing guitar on the side of the streets.
Literally. Like, that was his video, was just playing on a street corner.
Yeah.
Guys making millions and millions of dollars.
I would
that could be any artist you know.
Yeah.
Support an artist, support local today, could be worldwide tomorrow.
Could you imagine being the guy that shared Bieber stuff for the first time and fucking Pharrell Williams seen it and produced them? Like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say that, like, Podfiction is going to break the mold and, like, we're fucking NLP coaching everybody into, like, loving their life and shit, but in general, a little can go a long way.
Oh, honestly, I'm the happiest I think I've ever been in my life.
And
just everything that we do, it makes me happy. All the people we meet makes me happy. We really don't get very negative comments ever, so that's always good.
Yeah, not yet anyway.
Not anyways yet.
Dude, go through any Game Grumps thing, man. Like, they have so much hate in all their stuff. Like, every successful person has hate, but every successful person has love, and that's what matters.
Exactly. You gotta focus on that, not on people that want to do what you're doing, but not successful, right? So they just target their anger into a different direction.
But yeah, that was the convention, I feel like, in a nutshell.
That was, so much talking. What did you buy? How about that? We'll kick that off. What did you buy at the convention?
I only bought one thing, dude. That's it. I bought Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles for the GameCube.
Nice.
For the low price of $15. I was actually really impressed to find it for that cheap. I looked it up later. It's like minimum 22 on like eBay, Amazon, and maximum like 120. So like,
holy moly, Amazon's wild though with their prices.
Yeah. So like, just to find it, the game covers a little bit like sun stain from like pretty bright lights and stuff.
As long as the game works, you're happy.
I haven't tested it, but I'm sure it works. But so I'm more than over the moon. And then I also technically bought, but got kind of given to us from Northern Game Expo. That gave us a copy of The Matrix for PS2.
To the Matrix,
which I'm sure
we're
gonna play on the show for sure.
100%. We'll definitely plug them with that game as well because that's just fucking fun. Probably do that in the next couple weeks. Yeah, for sure, just to get us amped up for that.
Today's dates, not to reveal what day to record this on, but Friday the 13th came out today. I don't know if you noticed that. I released that episode today.
Yeah, I did see that. That was awesome. Yeah. I did a really nice little comment there. That's one of my favorite game episodes we did because I've been really wanting to do that for a long time.
So funny, dude.
5 fireplaces.
Oh my god, that's
the same fireplace.
What else has 5 fireplaces? Absolutely nuts.
What is it? I picked up a copy of Big Nick issue 2.
Nice. Not to be like, we went to Graphicon.
Yeah, I definitely had to grab one just because we have an actual ad in the paper, or in the comic book. We have like a third page of an ad that says it's like our podcast, and a little trivia. I was up late making that ad, and I was really worried about not meeting the deadline, and I accidentally screwed up some of the words. It's not misspelt, it's just wrongly spelt. So
it's spelt right. It's spelled just right. The wrong words.
Yeah. I went to put no, I put new. The new.
The new.
It was supposed to be no holds barred, but it says new holds barred. So that's like, you know what? That is the first inside joke of Pod Fiction. That's everybody, not just me and Brennan. That's everybody. That's our inside joke. The new holds barred.
New holds barred.
It's canon, everybody. It's the new holds barred.
It's canon, and featuring everyone's favorite Dr. fucking Taco James.
Dr. Taco James.
Oh man,
he is an orthodontist, and he checks your eyes.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Good times.
But I really have to give it up to Pierre Dubuc.
Yeah.
But he put on an amazing show for everybody. A lot of really hard work went into it, and it paid off.
It shows.
It was absolutely fantastic. It's weird because missed out on a lot of things because as a vendor, but there's certain things a vendor sees that the regular attendee would not, and I'm just so happy to be.
I feel like you
part of the.
Yeah, you got the full Graphicon experience, dude.
Yeah. I definitely, honestly, it was great to be a part of that big chunk of nerd culture in our community. Yeah. And I want to thank everybody that was a part of it. And I can't wait to do it next year with everybody. You guys are fantastic. Get down!
Yeah, man.
That's a shout out for everybody. I don't know, as I said.
That's going to be the one line that everyone remembers. And then you're going to go to conventions 40 years old and weathered and say the line!
He did it!
He did it! What is it in Galaxy Quest? What does he say in Galaxy Quest?
Oh, it's like forever something something.
The hammer of something.
I don't fucking know. Next!
Next topic. Bringing it in with a jingle.
Jingle, 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 jingle. That was way too long of it.
That was way too long. Okay, let's retake it and shorten it down.
Yeah.
Cut. I'm just kidding.
So we watched a new movie recently.
Yeah, we did.
We really want to talk about this because this actually ties in with our last topic.
Yeah.
Which was, we watched a movie called Black Forest, which is a film written and directed by a David Briggs.
Does that name sound familiar?
Does that name sound familiar to you guys? It should, because we just talked about him. That was a weird pause. We just talked about him.
I don't have any anger towards you, Dad. I still love you. I don't know why I just said that. You think about that, Dad.
Moist. Sorry, we just watched Mike and Dave. So we went out with David Briggs at the convention, and he gave us copies of Black Forest, which is his feature film. Signed copies. We got 2 of the people to sign it, which was really cool.
Yeah,
very nice people. So we talked to Dave. He brought us over his table. He gave us a bunch of stuff. He gave us free DVDs, and we're just like, did we watch it that night?
Yeah, man, we watched it that night.
Literally, after the convention, Brandon
were
went
done.
home.
We were done. We were done the convention. I was at my own house. You were at your own house.
I told Brandon, I was like, all right, I'm going to come over. We're going to watch Black Forest together. And I'm like, no, I'm so down with that. Kelsey worked all night, so I had the house to myself. So we just sat down and watched this movie.
Yeah, and that was like, I don't know. I just felt so hyped to watch it that I just could not watch it. I was like,
I know, just
he
like
just
so
gave me a free movie. Like, I'm gonna fucking.
And it's
watch
not like
it.
a 5-minute short. It's
No,
like an
dude.
hour and a half. Like, this is serious work.
Like, not to like degrade anything. I thought it was gonna be like, you know, like
shorter
5,
film,
10 minutes, mate. Like at max.
I didn't think it was gonna be like a full length.
An hour and a half,
like,
dude.
That's a long movie. Like, that's a lot of hard work because we do like short films and it's hard work for us.
Yeah, man.
But honestly, so we sat down and we watched Black Forest, popped it into the old Xbox. We sat down on the couch and watched
right from the
entire
beginning,
film.
dude. Right from the fucking selection screen. It's metal as shit.
Oh man, it's got this like great song to it. It's got this like
It's
just
spooky.
everything about it was professional.
Yeah, man.
Like a play, a scene selection, the bonus features.
Yeah. Bonus features,
I know.
man, on an indie film. Like, what?
I know, it's like, really? And it had, like,
2017.
and we popped it in, and so we hit play and we started watching it, and I don't think there's a part in the entire movie where we're like, ugh. It was just really just so well done as of like a feature film. I'm trying to think right now because, sorry, go ahead.
It just felt like a fresh movie, dude. Like,
It felt like
watching
a really popular like indie movie, you know, like
Yeah.
one of those like movies that's like should have more of like a cult following.
Yeah, it's like you can tell by like the cinematography in it. Like it's just so professional. It's like
A lot of the scenes were just really nicely shot, and it's like sorry, I'm rubbing your toes there. I thought that was the chair.
no, it's me the whole time. I didn't say anything because I kind of liked it.
But yeah, a lot of scenes were really, really nicely shot, and like we started making movies, so we know like a lot of that stuff isn't easy.
No, like,
and
like
even
the second we seen that one shot in the cafe where he like zooms
and
out in the
outside,
window,
it turns out like the scene was actually shot inside. The
fuck,
entire
that was
time.
sexy.
It was a very, very nicely done scene. I was just like, we stopped and I was like, wow, that was just a really well done scene. And
Well, the worst part was we were watching it to dissect it. Like, I wanted to see
that's
everything.
kind of that was kind of what it was. It wasn't
Yeah.
like sitting back and like kind of like
Just watching a movie. I was
It
like,
was
I
just
want to
kinda
see
like-
this at its elements.
yeah, we kind of want to tear it down and just to see like. Not in a bad way, not tearing it down in a bad way at all, just tearing down
Break
like
it down.
scenes, acting,
Yeah.
audio, video.
Yeah.
It's just like, but like not in any bad way at all. We weren't trying to
no.
bash it. We were just trying to like see how he did what he did.
Well, that's because we both respect like Dave's
Exactly.
work. You know what I mean?
The
Like,
thing is, we know him, and we've never seen him as a creator, right?
No.
So this is kind of like we want to see how his work is.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of incorporated, which I fucking love because I love
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I think it's an amazing horror film, and it's like it's from the original, just like little like the whole scene that he had with the with when the woman was like buying the weed,
yeah.
the weed.
I'll have one week,
Just
please.
the Odd Family just really reminded me of the family in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I was just like, I don't know, maybe it's me.
Maybe you're looking for something that's not there, but at the same time, it's like if it is there and you're picking up on it, it's like nice.
Yeah, it's like kudos to you, sir. The acting was absolutely great. My favorite actor in the whole movie had to be the guy in the wife beater shirt. Just
That's
like
me too.
just
Yeah.
some of those scenes where he just got really angry. You really felt the passion in him.
The best,
like
honestly,
you really
like,
just
when he
felt
just-
that anger.
The one where he like brought the girl into the, like that room where he like laid her on the table and stuff. I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
that was
it
fucking.
it just got really dark, and it was
Yeah.
just like, you know what? You're starting to cringe.
Yeah.
Like you're really cringing.
well, because we want to know like where is this
what's
movie gonna go? Like
Yeah,
what
like,
direction?
what's going on? So it's like, Jesus, so funny. But yeah, man, I was just, I was glad he didn't take it the way I may have thought he would take it because
Well, you don't know.
I personally have a problem with rape scenes.
Yeah, it's so uncomfortable, man.
It's just hard to watch. It's like you don't want to watch it. I think the first time I ever encountered that was when I was watching Straw Dogs, and
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
I couldn't finish it. Just because the fact is that the guy basically watched while like 3 guys ran a train on his wife. And when it started, it was just so uncomfortable because it was doing her face, like it was showing her face and stuff like that, and just like it was really sad.
That kind of stuff
Really
is
sad.
made for like shock value, right? Like they want you to go like, oh, like it's really kind of messed up, but like
Yeah, but I'm just glad that like Dave didn't go in that sense. Like if he did, I wouldn't like say anything bad about it. I just love that it was like
scary but respectable.
Exactly. It's like, no, I'm not gonna use that to get people into like scaring them. I'm gonna use actual like shock and like
situational horror.
Yeah, and it's like no
mental horror.
It's more of like what is he gonna do instead of what he did.
Yeah, exactly.
So
well, that's the thing. He never truly showed them, aside from like hitting the girls and like stuff like that. Like there was never like terrible intent, right?
Yeah.
It's like, is it gonna go further? Is it gonna just be like this? But that was the thing. The bad guys had their motive.
Yeah, you knew what they were doing. You knew why they were doing it, and I really liked the scene of the campfire when you see the guy for the second time.
Yeah,
when he sits down, he's like, "I just came to have a drink,
and
I had my fucking drink," and he's like,
"Oh yeah,
yeah, oh that was so cool." That was a very good. I just really liked that scene.
What I liked about the whole like premise was that it was just like deep. It was more deep, than itself.
You know what? It's really like northern.
Yeah,
you know, it's like that shit could happen. You know, there's a lot of lakes around here. There's a lot of places you can get stuck.
My favorite scene is when he first shows up and like the next morning, and they're like they open up like the cooler and there's like blood and stuff in it, and they're like, oh damn, and then he's just there in the fucking canoe with the bow, and you're like,
oh
no!
yeah, and he's got the arrow like the just like fucking
shoots
like,
one at the sand. It's like, okay, I'm gonna run, you run, we'll just meet in the middle.
Yeah, that was actually that was a very well done scene. And we're not trying to like sugarcock this.
No, I'll fucking cock the sugar if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, honestly, it's a really really good independent horror film.
If you've never heard of it, or want to watch it, I'm sure that you can find it somewhere, right?
Oh yeah, definitely contact David Briggs on Facebook, social media. He'd
be more than happy to
guarantee set you up with a copy. I very much enjoyed the film. We are going to be we're currently working on a film for the Northern Frights Festival.
We've mentioned it a few times here and there.
We've definitely mentioned it. It's called Sweet Dreams. If you haven't heard it from our other podcasts, we have a tagline for the movie.
Yeah.
It's I'm trying to remember now. I'm sorry. I'm so stupid.
What happens when
what happens when the line between dream and reality are crossed?
Nice.
It's just like, I don't know. I came up with that on like kind of like a really quick because we hired our buddy
Andrew.
and fuck.
What about your fucking secretary? Yeah. Remember your own goddamn shit. I never even met the guy.
Shut the fuck up.
You too. Shut the fuck up.
Andrew J.D. Robinson to do our.
Oh, now he's just showing off, saying his whole name. Yeah. I know who he is.
I'm flipping my hair, by the way. To do our poster, and so he's like, "Do you want a tagline?" So I had to come up with something really quick. And he did a great job, and we'll be unvailing that shortly. But not too shortly, like, no. Relax.
Chill the fuck out, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Still in post.
Fix in post. And so, we're going to be entering that in the contest in the Northern Frights Festival.
Which is
in October. I think it's October 21st.
Which makes sense. It's spooky time.
Yeah, exactly. Right around Halloween, which, honestly, we're just excited to have anything put on a big screen.
Fuck.
So I'm
gonna be like pumped. All beside myself when I go and see it, and like I helped with that, and I'm actually in it. So
yeah,
it's just like
you're an actor in it.
See, because when I was in our first one,
you had a mask on, so no one could tell you it was you.
So I didn't like have to read the act, right? Like I mean, like there was like I had to like feel it. Like that was in my mind. I was like, I'm a fucking murderer right now. Like I gotta be a murderer. So like when I leaned out, like I tried to like be as like tight and fucking like just aura.
That
you know
film,
what I mean?
I still love that.
Yeah, man.
As for 15 seconds, I love Dead End.
Yeah, man.
That was such a fun movie to. Both movies were really fun to direct. Dead End was like the first movie I did.
Like when we first started with Dead End, I did not think it was going to happen just because we were having so many technical problems with like converting files at first.
I know.
I was so scared, dude.
Like,
for those of you who don't know, I think we may have mentioned it before, maybe not.
We had a lot of
the way
really
that like
troubles.
Sony Vegas Pro for me was set up is that we couldn't bring in any actual video footage with that. Like it just didn't recognize the video format, so we had to like go through video converters, and it just literally took the quality from like 100 to like fucking 40. Like it was just shit.
It really messed up our quality of our video.
So we edited the whole thing with the shitty fucking clips, and we were just like beating up about it. And I was like, dude, let me do some research and fucking figure something out. And then I finally
did.
Oh,
thankfully.
Fuck. And you know what? That didn't just help our
that helped
Dead
everything.
It helped everything, man.
Helped
like
everything.
It made all of our quality better, and just and I was like fucking scared shitless. But in the end, we all learned something from it, right?
So, 100%. That's what this is why we do this, to learn better techniques.
Fuck with a sick resume.
I know. And then when we did this movie, when we did Sweet Dreams, I went out and I purchased a lot of audio equipment because I found the audio really lacked in the last film.
Yeah.
Which it did, and know it, now our audio sounds really well done.
It's so on point,
so excited.
The boom mic sounds so good.
I know.
Syncing up the scenes, like listening to the raw audio from like the video footage
to the actual like
and you
device.
take it out, it's like, oh, it's just fucking smack your lips tasty. It's like that's the fucking shit audio.
Smack your lips tasty.
Like it's so good. You know what I mean? You're like. Because when you sync it up, you can hear both audios. Like I can hear like when you're syncing us in, I can hear like both of them, right? So then like you listen to it with the fucking raw footage, and you're like, okay, like not bad. You can kind of hear like the echo, but when the fucking boom mic comes in, it's just concentrated. It's like
so nice.
Smack your lips tasty.
Smack your lips tasty. That's a thing. That's a restaurant. Smack your lips tasty.
Smack your lips tasty.
So, all right, I think that's about wraps it up. We really want to give this episode a big shout out to David Briggs.
Yep.
Pierre Dubois. Who else is there? We Promise Nothing for sure.
Yeah, we Promise Nothing. We have Talk Nerdy.
Kyler Thomas Green.
Damn it, he beat me to the punch.
For dressing up as the amazing Sudbury Red Ranger, which was a lot of fun to take pictures with and great talking to him. Rob Sachetto for being just one of the best zombie artists out there.
Yeah.
Martin,
best zombie artist in Sudbury for sure. I don't really know any other zombie artists.
Mart and Kevin from Expired Comics. Cal from
Comics North and Hidden Level Gaming.
Yeah. Like, honestly, thanks everybody for coming out
coming off your clothes and showing us your tits.
Coming out and supporting us, coming to visit our table, coming out to buy merchandise, coming out to see our panel,
hanging out with us.
It was a great fucking event. I can't wait to do it again next year.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for Northern Game Expo. Oh yeah, I want to thank Mike and
Mike
and Brad.
So many people to thank. You have to have a fucking list when you want to try and thank somebody.
But we're probably gonna take them all in this video because you know what. They deserve a good recognition for the hard work they put into.
And if you're listening to this today and you haven't heard anything from anybody that we've just mentioned, I will try and make sure to remember to put links in the description or fucking tag them in this on Facebook. I will find a way for you to find them. Please, 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 please go and like their stuff. Follow them. Look at what they're doing and just appreciate it. If you're not an artist and you don't want to, obviously you don't fucking have to. You're a grown-ass person or you're a kid and you're listening to this. I'm sorry.
Well, we're just saying there's a lot of talent, guys, that you may have not have heard of. And know what? Maybe down the line you'll be thanking us because this may be your favorite artist.
Exactly.
You know what? You never know. But thank you for tuning into Pod Fiction. We love you all. Have a good night. And don't forget,
have a better tomorrow.
These cupcakes were moist. Dad.